Welcome back, everyone. The UFC has just announced an absolute burner in the light heavyweight division. A battle of two champions who are in, both respectively a really interesting position in their career, having to rebuild, both coming off a loss to the champion in this division, Poatan Alex Pereira. The fight I'm talking about, of course, is Jamal Hill versus Yuri Prochazka. This is going to be a firefight. All goes down UFC 311. Now, let's get into this matchup because, like I said, both guys are, shown that they're both former champions in this division. Both guys are really, really good and a lead in this division, but they've just shown that they're a step behind the champion, Alex Pereira. Both of these guys, Yuri, Jamal Hill, both like to strike, Yuri has more of that crazy style. Defense completely goes out the window. Jamal Hill a little bit more calculated, a bit more composed. Southpaw striker, slick left hand, good boxing. But they've both shown, if you stand on the feet with Alex Pereira, you're going to get KO'd. No detriment to either of these guys' striking skills, For MMA athletes, they both have really, really nice striking and they make it work really, really well for them in their games. But Alex Pereira is just a different level. So both guys looking to rebuild here. It's a really interesting crossroads matchup. Both guys looking to get back into the win column, come back, find form, move forward, and the loser is in a really, really tough spot, especially if Yuri Prochazka loses because the guy's been KO'd by Poatan twice now. And if he gets finished off by Jamal Hill as well, and a guy who takes so much damage as well, puts himself right into the fire, that sort of style is only going to last for so long. The athleticism, the body can only take so much before it starts to break down. Whereas on the other side, Jamal Hill, he's a bit more calculated, doesn't put himself into the risk as much. Still a great striker, lots of knockouts, and will put himself into the fire, but is a lot more responsible with his defense. So let's get into the actual fight. I see this one being, a really, really exciting fight. Yuri Prochazka, someone who does not let you sit back and pick your shots. The guy makes it a fight every single time. You saw in his fight against Alexander Rakic that, yes, Rakic, the more technical guy, landing good shots on Yuri, but Yuri just turns it into a fight. Makes it mano a mano, who has the bigger wheel. And in those positions, he loves to swim. He just outworks you. Did the same thing with Dominic Reyes, just turned a really technical guy and made it into a fight where he can really implement his wild, crazy skills. The guy's flowing in there. He doesn't even know what he's doing next. And, like we spoke about, the defense really lacks, but his offense and firepower, good luck dealing with that. So I think Jamal Hill's going to, like I said, look to pick his shots from the outside and be calculated here. But Yuri Prochazka is not going to let that happen. He's going to put himself right into the fire, crash into that void with Jamal Hill. I can see Jamal Hill landing good counter shots here, but Yuri Prochazka has a good chin. Pereira's put him down a few times, but Pereira's got the touch of death. Like I was saying though, that style only lasts for so long, and once a guy like Yuri's chin goes, he's not going to be able to compete at the top of this division anymore at this level because he relies on that so much. The guy's defense is just not where it needs to be. Yuri has had a little bit of time to rest and recover now, and I would love to see him just work on some defensive boxing. Just be a little bit more calculated and responsible when you're exiting and entering the pocket. A high guard. Utilize a high guard for once. Petr Yan, two completely different fighters. But if Yuri Prochazka was able to implement something like that, a bit more of a high guard, especially in a matchup like this, while continuing to press forward, push that pace, I think he'd have a lot of success. Jamal Hill, though, like I said, very calculated, great front kicks, good kicks up the middle, great leg kicks, really nice rear kicks off that southpaw side. He can go up high with them as well. And I think he's the more technical, calculated striker. So it's fire versus skills, but the X factor here, both guys coming off brutal losses. Where's the mentality at? You know, Jamal Hill, you've seen his actions since UFC 300. The guy is getting a little bit delusional with it. And yes, you're a fighter. You have to be delusional in the sense that you believe that your skills are number one. But this is a crossroads matchup. Like I said, winner really improves and keeps their spot at the top, where the loser has some big questions to answer about their future. Not even in this division, but in the sport. So cannot wait. What a fight. I think it's going to be absolutely electric. Whoever wins, it's going to be so fun. A striker's delight. Let me know what you guys think about this matchup. I think this card's going to stack up over time. Islam Makhachev, Arman Tsarukyan, rumored in the main event. You know I'll be breaking down that fight when that gets confirmed. Let me know what you guys think about this fight, how this card's shaping up. Really, really looking forward to it all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, I would really, really appreciate that. And we'll chat soon.